All right. What is going on, guys? So today we're going to try and do a Wheelspin drift video. Hopefully I get something good because I don't have a lot of Wheelspins right now. But the goal is I have 7 regular Wheelspins and 1 super. So I think we're going to do is we're going to do 5 Wheelspins. And then whatever car we get will be the drift build. And then whatever money we get through the wheel spins will be our budget for upgrading the build. So it could either be really good for us or really bad. And then if we don't have any luck with our 5 wheel spins, then I'll do all 7 or whatever. And then we also have 1 super wheel spin. Or if we don't have any luck there, I haven't had much luck with wheel spins so far in this game. But we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Before we get into it, we're going to talk about, I think this is the content that I want to do on my channel. I've been wanting to do content for a long time, and this is kind of the... I've kind of fallen in love with Horizon 6. I've liked all the Forza games, but I really like Japan, and I've been having a lot of fun in this game specifically. As you can see, I'm level 125. Like, I've been playing this game like crazy, and I haven't even really been doing a lot of... Like, I've been doing, like, random stuff, like drift zones, jumps, speed traps, like that stuff, but I've hardly even scraped the surface of the actual game. I think I only have, how do you see your bracelet? I forget. Yeah, I'm only up to the blue bracelet, so I still got a ways to go. But I've just been having a blast just exploring Japan as it is. But I think this is where I'm gonna start my content journey. And then we can progress and move on to Assetto and things like that. But if you guys like the Horizon content, I just uploaded a short yesterday, and it seems to be getting some traction. So seems like people are liking the Horizon content. But yeah. So with that being said, let's get into our wheel spins. I haven't had a lot of luck with this, so we'll see. All right, we got 50 grand already to our budget. Do another. Okay. Camaro ZL1. Let's get in the car before I forget what it is. Already forgot. It's already S1. We might not have to do too much to it to make it drift ready, depending on what our budget is. But we've done 2 wheel spins so far, so then the next 3 we can use for our budget. Okay, 15. We're up to 65. Pretty good, 105. I don't know that we're even gonna use this budget. If only we got that first. That would have been awesome. Okay, so that's all 5. Let's go in and... Actually, you know what? We should test this out first. See how it is, get a good baseline. And then we have, what was it, 105,000 to play with? See what we're working with. Got 6 gears. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, it wants to spin. Alright, I think we can work with this. Doesn't have quite as much power as I want it to have. but I think we could work with this. Make something pretty cool. What's our current horsepower, actually? Before we get into it. 650. Really, we might not have to do much to it. Let's start with tires. Let's throw on some drift tires. And then just for never mind. What am I trying to do? Look at engine swaps. We could just make this thing an absolute monster. I don't want to go too crazy with it though, but I think we might try the turbo route. Let's just start with this. Do what we can do. I think that was 11,000 on our budget. Still wants to spin a little bit, but good thing we still got a budget. Still got a little ways to go. Upgrade some more. Do some anti-lag. Some better brakes. Throw it on some drift stuff. Do a little bit of weight reduction. What was this? Cage. Sure, we'll keep it. Upgrade the clutch. And we currently have the 6-speed, but I kind of want to throw the 4-speed in there. Since we got a big budget, I'm kind of just throwing stuff at it, honestly. So 27,000 plus our 11. 38. 105,000 is a crazy budget, so let's try this. Hopefully we don't have to mess with tuning at all. Ooh, a little too much. I think what we're gonna do is go try this at a drift zone so we can really test what we're working with. Unfortunately, I don't really have any drift zones that I haven't done. I've been having so much fun just free roaming and messing around. Let's give this a shot. Ooh. Little off course. Nothing crazy. Done an awesome score. But I think we can do better. I really do. See if I can beat my PB. Not quite. Oops. Not quite, but we were close. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. Now let's try. I uploaded a short the other day of this drift zone right here. This drift zone is a blast. This is my favorite one in Horizon so far. Horizon 6. Let's give this one a shot and see what we're working with here. Ooh, we were doing so good. Just having a hard time with third gear. Doesn't want to stay loose. Got a little buddy here. Wants to drift.
Yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Okay, pretty solid. Second gear is pretty good. Might have to tweak third gear a little bit. That was pretty good. Do another run. Seems like second gear is going to be our performer. Messed up there at the end a little bit. But that was a pretty solid run. What did we get? 156? I think that's pretty close to my best. Yeah, my best is 160, so it's pretty solid. I do want to mess with third gear though. I'm not too good at tuning. I'm not sure exactly what I need to do to make third gear better. I think we might just have to bump this up, honestly. Try that. It's honestly, it's probably because I did the fourth, the drift transmission. I think if we put a different transmission, I might have been able to hold it longer in a higher gear. But once we get around this right here, get up into third gear. Oh yeah, that's much better already. I want to get better at the tuning aspect. I'm not very good at tuning. But we can't complain about that. That was pretty solid. Third gear feels good. Kind of a chalk start, but make sure it wasn't a fluke. Let's go downhill as well with third. See if I don't spin out like the first attempt. Almost lost it there. And we beat our PB. That's crazy. I set the PB. I set my PB in that Mustang that I made, or I was using in my short, the Horizon edition. If I beat it in this, it's pretty good. Go see if we can find another drift zone to test. Check it out on, and then I think we're just gonna go free roam around the map and mess around. There's another drift zone up here. So yeah, right here. We'll try this guy right now. As you can see, I've been playing this like crazy. 619 out of 671 roads discovered. I've been having a blast. This game is awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I have. Obviously, a few gripes here and there. But the game just came out. Give them time. Fix whatever's wrong. Racing can be miserable. The AI, it's like a bunch of children, for losers. They like to ram and bump, high-speed go-karts. I think that's my biggest issue with the game so far. But other than that, this wasn't a very solid run, but give it another shot going down. Got another buddy here. The S15. But yeah, so that's my only real gripe with the game so far. Racing is not the best currently, but it is still fun. If you're doing lower tier races, I think anything below A class is a lot of fun. And then once you get into A class, that's when the AI starts to get annoying. I'm having a hard time keeping this. Going. Looks like we lost our buddy back there. But yeah, anything past A class, and that's where you start to have a little bit of a struggle. In my experience, at least, on wheel. Obviously, you guys might have a different experience, or you're on controller, so it's not gonna be as hard. But so far, been having a blast regardless. Oh, sorry, buddy. I think to go over here, mess around down here a little bit. I really like this area. You can kind of link stuff up. It's fun. Yeah, great game. Let me know what you guys think. I'm having a blast. Can't complain too much. I have stayed away from the races a little bit because of what we were just talking about, but with the wristband progression system, it makes it a little easier, a little more bearable. Oh, we got to spin out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I've been having a blast. Getting a little repetitive here, sorry. Said in the beginning, kind of nervous to make the video. I want to I really want this to go somewhere. We wanted to make content for a long time, but I've been having a hard time figuring out what my type of content I want to do is. Like, I bounced around a couple times. I've uploaded stuff here and there. And some FPS game stuff, like Valorant, stuff like that. Call of Duty. And I think I've tried doing some racing stuff before, but more on the streaming side, not actually uploading videos. So, kind of new for me. But I'm excited to see where it goes, and I hope you guys are gonna stick around. Be here for the journey. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're not just gonna stick to Horizon content, which I think that will be my main focus for now, especially with the game just coming out. But of course it gets a little stale, then maybe we'll move over to Macedo or something else. I got a buddy that's also into sim racing and everything, so maybe we'll make some videos. He's big into rallies, so maybe we'll jump on some dirt rally or something. Whatever we can to stay interested, keep some content going, you know. Like I said, I would really like this to go somewhere. Always had the dream of being a content creator, so. I'm a little curious how this is going to turn out, what's going to happen with this video, and we'll see. But I'm very excited to see how things go. I think we had done a pretty decent job with this car, though. We didn't use up our budget, but with us getting this car, we started out with kind of a monster already. I didn't have to really do anything. I probably didn't have to do the majority of the stuff I did, messing with the weight and everything, but we had a little bit of a budget, so I wanted to mess around and spend some of it. Maybe next time we do one of these videos, we'll get a car that's a little worse, I guess. Just giving us an S1 car off rip kind of defeated the budget. But I think we got a pretty solid car here. The only other thing I could think of to test it is to go to the drift circuit. I think we're going to do that real quick, and then we're going to call it. Do a couple laps at the circuit. We'll call it a day. Maybe next video, I'll have a rig as well. Right now I'm working off this stand. It moves a lot. I'm playing with the idea of getting a full rig. This isn't the most ideal. It's not very stable. Hopefully, maybe next video will be in a little bit of a different setup. I got all the accessories. I got the Sim Magic wheelbase. I got shifter. I got the pedals. So I just need the actual rig. Then we'll have a solid setup here. And I can really start having fun. Oh, run out a little bit. Then we can really start having fun. I mean, my big issue with this stand, I can only sit here for so long and then it starts to get uncomfortable because I'm just sitting in my office chair. We'll see. Next video, or probably not next video. If I start doing good and cranking out videos, then I don't know that we're gonna have it that soon, but in the near future, in the next like 4 videos, hopefully, if I do a weekly uploads. But yeah, some things to come. I think we're gonna try one more lap, see if we can get a more clean lap. Having a hard time figuring out which gear I want to be in. Oh, that's not very clean. Like for these straights, I kind of want to be in third. Then on these bends, I don't need third. I'm trying not to overspin. Another question for you guys. How do you feel about first-person content versus third? I know third is a little more content-friendly. Oh, there's a spin. I know third is a little more content-friendly, but I like to drift in first person. It's the most immersive, you know, it's more fun. But if you guys don't like this view, I understand. I mean, you can't really see the angle of the car, and from a content perspective, it's not very good. So we'll probably just stick to the first person view for a while, maybe, or the third person view. For a while, and then maybe in other games we'll switch to a third or first. Sorry, I'm getting all mixed up. Alright, we spun out again, so I think that's gonna be where we end it. Let me know what you guys think. Any critique, what I can improve on, what I can do differently. I'm gonna try and do weekly uploads, just come up with ideas and stuff I want to do. Maybe do some races in there. I don't want it to be strictly drifting, but I enjoy drifting the most out of every aspect of racing. With this map being as great as it is, all the different turns and stuff that you can do, and you can get pretty cool links, pretty cool drift sessions going, especially in Tokyo and the docks area. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do, so I don't want it to be mainly focused on drifting, but it might be that way. We'll see. Maybe we'll do some racing videos in the next one, or some races in the next video. We'll see. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, you know, the whole thing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.